got a dang fly in this truck, Billy. I've had since. Well, dang, I think I've had this fly since Pennsylvania. Either that or it's a different one. Ah, darn. And he's fast too, Billy.
Oh man.
I think I've hit him 3 or 4 times, and he comes back to life. That's something I can't stand as a fly.
You get them?
No, I didn't get him. I seen him fly off. I'm just not as quick as I used to be, man. And let me tell you something. These Mexican flies, let me tell you, these ones down in Texas, they're fast. I tell you what, I mean fast. Remember that Puerto Rican boxer? What was his name? He died, like Hector Macho, or what was his name? Back in the '80s. Do you remember?
Let's see.
Are you still there? Are we live now? Trying to get the live chat up. Testing. Can you hear me, Billy?
I can hear you loud and clear, man.
All right. Oh, all right. You feeling better?
I'm great, man. I'm great.
All right. You ready to start this thing? Let's start it. You watch Facebook and I watch YouTube. Deal?
I'm on it.
All right. What's up, Facebook? What's up, YouTubes? And what's up, Twitter? We're on Twitter now. We're back. Had a bye week last week. Billy, we were somebody somebody said we were 6 point underdogs to buy last week. I don't know. They're piling on. I seen a meme about that.
Oh man, I've seen so many things with the bye week of the spread. uh, and it was so comical, man. When it was like, we practically beat ourselves without even having a game to play. Hey man, they've been on my balls, man, all week, man. Hey, they earned it, so we gotta take it and go with it. So
Yeah, I'm over here watching a live chat over here on YouTube. Man, we've got Georgia fans stacked up. They're
already,
already giving it to me. Slim Mosley said we lost to BYU and BYE. Come on, man.
oh man, they hard on us right now, Bobby.
Yeah, they're chirping now, but wait till about 11 o'clock Saturday night, Slim, and SEC dog. He says somebody says the audio is low on their end. What do we got it set on that OBS? What number are we set at on desktop?
Let's see. We are sitting here. Make sure here. I mean, we're pretty high. We're at -10. I'll turn it up some more.
SEC dog wants to know what we think about Pruitt talking to the police. That's a subject that we'll talk about on another show.
Yeah.
So I got another one that says the volume is way down on me. What do you have my mixer settings set on your side?
Let's see. Your mixer. I mean, you're at 100% on mine.
Well, turn mine up a little bit. They're saying.
Okay.
I don't know. Is that doing any better? Test, test. Give me some ones if it's better now. I want to see if this makes an adjustment. Well, anyway, Billy, we've got to do a good job for BetNow. I think they're giving 50% bonus on all your initial deposits. Everybody says it is better, so that's good. Billy, don't even ask me how much money I got.
Hey, man, I got to ask that question, man, because, I want to know, do you need me to transfer any to you so you can actually do what our sponsor is called? Bet now.
Well, I think
I,
I think somebody's stealing out of my account because I could have sworn I had $18 and something left
oh
the
man.
other day, and I logged on and it says I've got $15.31. Somebody's stealing from me, Billy.
Oh man, I mean the way you've been playing like those spreads, man. I was telling you, don't do it, Bobby. Don't do it. But hey, you still did it, man. I was like, hey, at least make some of it back. So I'm gonna give you some advice this week, man. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Oh man, listen to this, Billy. Slim Mosley said on here, Bobby on that bet how. BETHOW.
Oh man, let me go over and see what they said on Facebook.
Yeah, you
Bobby,
can check Facebook out.
oh man.
Oh, anybody over there on Facebook? I think I set the stream up to go on Facebook.
Nope, it's not up.
Are you sure?
Yep, we're not live on Facebook.
Well, dang. Let me see what I did wrong. It's showing it's active. Did we change our login information? Somebody check Twitter, see if we're working on Twitter. I'm going to look over here before we get started on our highly valuable betting advice. Let me look on Twitter and see if we're over there. Oh, let's see. How do we look on Twitter?
No, I don't see us on Twitter, Bobby.
We're not on Twitter either. I don't know what's happening. Well, we are on YouTube. I guess that's all that matters. We'll watch YouTube.
Let's make it work,
Oh.
man.
All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I was looking on betnow.eu. Let me go back to it and tell you I've got some stone cold locks. I know, Billy, when I've said this in the past, I've got robbed a few times on that half point hook. This flies in here killing me, Billy. I really haven't seen anything that really jumps out at me. Maybe North Carolina and Georgia Tech. North Carolina's favored by 10.5 on the road. Um, West Virginia's 10.5 point dogs to Texas at home. That Army Tulane game. Army's a 3 point underdog. I don't know
Yeah,
about
man,
that one. What
that's a
else?
tough week, Bobby. That's a tough week. We might need to you might need to play some NFL games 'cause, gosh, it is tough. Especially when I saw the
What's
line on the Central Florida and Cincinnati game. I was like, wow, that's
Yeah,
Central
I saw
Florida
that.
only by 4 points. That's whoa, that's not a lot of points.
Over here on the money line, a lot of these games are, like just give you an example. Uh, Northwestern's a plus 245 and Nebraska's a minus 290. Let me tell you what it is on the Georgia game. You basically have to put up uh,
Quite a bit.
300. Yeah, a lot if you put it
Yes.
on Georgia to just to make $100. It's a minus 3,000 and Tennessee's a plus 1,500.
Hey, now you put that
Wow.
$15 on that plus 15 on that plus 1,500, Bobby.
Oh yeah.
You'll be back in the game, man.
I think I'm gonna put 5 over there. You just never know. I don't know. Can I afford 5 with only 15 left? I'm gonna put $2 on that one.
Oh man. I mean, at least some. I like it, but gosh, it's like it's almost like giving away money right there, man. But you never know. You never know, man. It's college football.
This Auburn's favored by 3 on the road at Florida,
I mean
and I saw
yeah, that spread is about right.
an Iowa game earlier that I thought caught my eye. Where was that at, Bobby? I mean, Billy, where's that at? Let's see, Iowa. Yeah, Iowa and Michigan. Michigan's favored by 3.5 over Iowa at home.
Michigan favorite. Wow.
I'm going through here. Oklahoma's a 32-point favorite on the road at Kansas. That might be a good play because Kansas is starting to play a little bit better with Les Miles. That's tempting. Um, Ohio State's a 20-point favorite at home over Michigan State. That typically has been a pretty tough game throughout the years.
That,
Pretty close
uh,
game. All right, you go first, Billy. Before you do, let me read off some comments over here in the chat. Let me find it here. Let's see. All right, we got John Smith in here. He says Auburn will kill Florida. Herbert Bradford says Iowa wins. Ryan Streak. Uh, Bobby wants Ryan crying. Ryan wants me to put some on Troy with the points. Troy has scored a lot of points. Slim Mosley, what's the spread on the Tennessee Georgia? Georgia's favored by 24 and a half. William Greenlee, glad you're in here. Take Tennessee all day and night. That's right. I like that thinking. Let's see. The usuals. Joshua Simmons back in here. Colby Ellis says Billy has an echo. Everything was sounding perfect at the beginning of the stream. We're
yeah,
gonna have to get
that's
somebody who knows
that's
how to work this technology, and get that fixed by the weekend or change services. SEC Dog, Justin Sanday, Alex Howard. Hoping I don't miss anybody. John Brooks, the General. Corbin Draper says go Dogs. Major Brody's in here. So anyway, hey, I wanted to ask you: did Catfish talk to you when you was trying to bring him back to life there, or was that just a one-way conversation?
man. He wasn't saying nothing, man. He just talking about
He was
Jesus.
out.
I'm like Jesus.
He thought she was Jesus.
I'm like, wake up.
Oh, he made a couple of phone calls there. I don't think Matthew's going to be selling his tickets to a Georgia fan. I think he's going to the game. Catfish scared the crap out of him, I think.
Hey, after you said, I mean, after he said that, would you sell yours?
Sheldon McCall, haven't seen you in here. Got to go Dogs. Hard Times 57. How y'all doing? All right, your turn. I want you to go first. Tell me what you're going to bet this week.
Oh man, I'm gonna be simple this week, man. I'm gonna play it a little safe, based off what I've seen some of these teams doing. And my son, he gave me a little talk about his Georgia Southern team, and they play tomorrow night. See, let's see, I'm trying to see who they have before I tell you. They have well, Georgia Southern tomorrow night. They play South Alabama. Georgia Southern is favored by 10 points, and I told my son that he's like 10 points. He's like, where they gonna find 10 points at? He's like, the offense is he said this was his exact words. The offense is worse than Tennessee's offense. I was like, oh man, come on now.
He
And
played for him last year, didn't he?
yeah, he's played with him for 2 years there. And some of the kids are still there when he was there. That was younger guys that are playing now. On the offensive side of the ball, defensively, he think they can hold their own. But then
Yeah.
he said for them to be favored by 10 points, something not right because they shouldn't even be favored. So I'm gonna take Georgia Southern with the 10 points tomorrow night, and I'm gonna put $50 on them.
Really? After your son says I don't know where they're gonna get 10 points at.
And then exactly, so he normally don't know what he's talking about, so I always go against
Okay.
him. I'm going against the public anyway. So my next play is going to be, let's see here, we have
Wait. How do you have the money to put 50 on it? How much money do you got, Billy?
Come on,
You've been
Bobby.
keeping that close to the vest.
I
How
can't.
much money you got?
Man, I'm still sitting at 250, man.
No, you're not. You got more than that. I've got to come up with a strategy, man. I got to catch it.
Bobby, I
All right, go
told you.
ahead.
I already told you the tail lights. I don't even. You can't even see the tail lights right now, man.
No, I can't see the
You
tail
know,
light.
so
Not with $15.
I'm telling you, you might need to just follow my strategy and hope you get some of these wins, because that's the only way you're gonna get it. And my next play is gonna be Miami is playing Virginia Tech. Once again, we got another one of these teams that's favored by 14 points. Miami's favored by 14 points against somebody. I don't get it. So guess what? I'm going with Miami right there. I'm only gonna put $25 on them with 14 points to cover. And then my last game I'm gonna play. I said I wasn't gonna do this, but why not? Once again, we have another team that's favored over someone. Nebraska's playing Northwestern. Northwestern is the underdog in this game. Nebraska is favored by 7.5 points. Once again, I don't know where Nebraska going to find 7.5 points at, man. So of course, I'm going to go a little bit more with this one. I'm going to put $100 on this one. I'm going to take Northwestern with the 7.5 points.
Man, after what they said about you when you played in the Citrus Bowl, what was that, 96?
Uh,
What did they
hey,
say
oh
on a
man,
lot of the
what
games?
was it? Yeah, they told us what they say. Hey, we got a big game tomorrow. We'll be playing Tennessee, the Volunteers. You can see them here on the right with that where we were sitting at the time. And we're gonna lock the gate on these boys come tomorrow night. And he did like kind of like to drop the mic and walk off the stage. I was like, what? I wish you could have heard. It just went silent in Orlando at this event, man. And of
Golly.
course, you know what happened after that?
You don't say something like that to T. Hines,
Oh man.
Al Wilson, Bill Duff. You don't say stuff like that.
Mm.
Did they not know who these boys were?
Well, we was always disrespected back then, man. They didn't take us honest. I guess they didn't think we was a name brand just yet. We wasn't. I guess they didn't think the SEC was the most dominant conference back then.
Wow. Hey, and the coach of Northwestern played in that game, didn't he? Is he still coaching?
Yep. And he was,
Fitzgerald?
he was all American at linebacker, and I don't think he had a tackle that game, man.
Wow.
He sure didn't look like an all American linebacker that game.
I remember Tyrone Hines had a good game. I didn't have the greatest seats. I was at the game, but I could see it, and I seen Tyrone hit one of them running backs, met him in the hole. Man, you could have heard it all. You heard it all the way up in the upper
Hmm.
deck. Man, he belted him good. So that's all you gonna bet?
Yep. I mean, shoot, that's pretty much half of my bankroll right there. So I'm gonna stay with it right there, and hopefully Georgia Southern get that $50 from me. If they win that, I'll probably put that on another one of these games just to kind of make up for what you lost, so we can have enough to give St. Jude's, man.
Yeah. Well, before I tell you what I'm gonna do, I got Brock Mumpower has been watching us for a long time. He says Georgia's gonna roll 45-6. He says I don't think we can get things turned around. And our most loyal, one of our most loyal followers, Georgia fan from North Kakalaki, Shane Bentley, donated $4.99. He says, "Hey there, Catfish and Billy. I just got to ask you guys, are you fellas ready for a red and black checkerboard Neyland Stadium? Going to be crazy. Go Dogs." Hey, let me tell you something. Catfish is trying to squash that whole turning Neyland red and black. We'll see what he can get done. He sounded like he might be some former CIA, badass or something. The way he was talking to them guys on the phone. Let's see. Who else is in here? Herbert says I should bet the other way and says Nebraska covers. Killabime says my tickets are in the red area. Go Dogs. me. All right, here's what I'm gonna do with $15.31.
Bobby, I'm gonna tell you,
Let me.
you might need to do a parlay or something, man. Put $5 on it and get your 250 back in the
Come on, man. Listen, I'm at the truck stop out here in Weatherford, Texas. There's a sit-down restaurant. They got nice steaks in there, and then on the other end they've got a Popeyes. If I could use my money in BetNow to go buy my food, I wouldn't even have enough to go into the steak place. I'd have to go eat Popeyes.
Oh, oh man. You might be able to sneak a game in tonight, man, and put a little bit on
Oh, who's playing tonight?
well, the Oakland A's. That's the word. I mean,
Yeah,
Major League Baseball, the World Series and stuff is started. So
I might do that on my private account. I'm trying to keep this college. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put $5 at Cincinnati covers. They're 4-point dogs at home. They played somebody good the other day. I think I'm gonna do that.
I like that.
Let me look at something.
I actually like that,
Yeah, I'm
Bobby.
gonna do that.
I
Yeah, I'm
like
gonna
that.
do that one. I don't know. You sound so confident. Should I put more on it? I'm already putting 2 for Tennessee to win because it's a plus 1,500. Now I'm gonna keep it at 5. You know what? I'm so broke, man. I don't even know if I can afford to make another bet and make it the next week.
Hey, you almost hey, that's almost half your bankroll there.
That it, yeah.
Oh
Oh,
man.
I don't see anything else, man. I really don't.
Hey, don't force it, man. Just save it, and if you happen to have another one, you put it out Saturday morning right before we go on before the 12 o'clock games.
Wow,
Or
man.
just put the
This is
rest of it on
hard
the Oakland
times.
A's to win tonight.
I'm glad I don't need this to pay my rent bill. That'd
Oh
be a
man.
treat. I'm glad I still got my truck to
Oh
stay in.
man.
All right, we got Defender 25 over here. Leroy maybe's here.
Let me go look at
Who else?
YouTube since I can't get Facebook. Let me look at YouTube.
Yeah, give some of them guys a shout out over there. I should be able to look it up on that live chat. SEC Dog says Tennessee fans will show up shortly after kickoff. They'll be gone, but that's not the point here. Wow. Woo. Has anyone seen the video of Banks' arrest and Pruitt's conversation? I've seen it, part of it. We're going to talk about that in another video. I don't want to get BetNow sponsorship dollars off the rail too far on a subject like that.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
we'll be back Friday.
yeah, we'll be back Friday. All right, well, y'all can check us out. Any Georgia fans? Georgia fans really put this channel on the map 2 years ago. If any of y'all going to the game, we're going to be at Tennessee Tap House, starting at noon. Y'all can come tailgate at Tennessee Tap House, man. They just got great food. And you mentioned Volunteer Roadshow, you get free sweet tea. Catfish's special recipe is sweet tea. Come out and see us, and then go to the game. Crying Ryan, he's bugging me. He keeps saying, please look at Troy and Mizzou. Let me look at that, Ryan.
What game is it?
The Troy, Missouri game. Where was that at?
I mean, that should be a blowout, man. I mean, I would say Missouri will be favored by at least, what, 3 touchdowns?
But he's saying I should put my money and take the points with Troy.
On Troy?
Yeah, they say Missouri's favored by 24.5.
24. Ooh. I mean, I like, yeah. So he's saying take the points. I mean, that won't be a bad. Gosh, but 24, that's a lot.
And then you got that hook of a half, but you're on the good side of that hook, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, Crying Ryan? I can't put too much because I ain't got any left, but I'm going to put $2 on that. I tell you what, you better cover me if I lose. I'm going to put $2 on Troy. So now I'm up to $9. Dang. Golly, I'm gonna be $6 left. Vol Advocate just gave us a nice $5 donation.
Oh, there
Hadn't
you
seen
go.
our buddy Danny in a while,
Hey,
so
there you go, man.
he just gave me my money to put on there. Thank you, Danny. Oh man.
This. Man, come on. God, it's okay. I like that. I
Oh,
might follow you there.
did we mention we got a new member to the Volunteer Roadshow staff? Number 5 VFL Rico McCoy. I don't know if I did I mention that at the beginning. Him and Billy are going to be doing a show from Tap House every Sunday. I think we're going to start around 11. We haven't decided yet, but you can come out and man, they got a fabulous lunch buffet. Just great food. Got prime rib, fancy omelets, anything you want to eat, they've got it there. And I'm actually looking forward to that show you're going to do with Rico, man.
Oh, me too, man. I mean, it's something. I know he's very excited about it too, and you know, finally we get to do something here at the Top House on Sundays, man. But we might need to do that show before I eat that brunch, man. I might go to
Yeah.
sleep on the show. I've yet to eat that and walk out of that place without unbuttoning my pants, man. So I might have to just wear gym shorts to the brunch.
Oh, Joey Wright said he'll see us Saturday. Catfish or Bobby. Catfish is on a mission, so I'm going to be there. Bobby will be there. We might both be there. I don't know, but I hope to see you there, Joey. But Rico, he played, I think, like 2006 to '09 or '05 to '08. I don't think he played for Lane Kiffin, did he?
No.
I don't think he did. He was a former guy the whole
Hmm.
time. Great linebacker, man. He would bust you up, number 5. He would flat bust you up. And here's another announcement for the you Tennessee fans that are into recruiting. Vols Recruiting Reports VR2. Vols Recruiting Reports VR2 on Twitter, Facebook. Got a website. They've just joined us. We've joined forces. They're now officially a part of the Volunteer Roadshow. My website guy's building a new section for them to bring their website and content over onto the Volunteer Roadshow. And they do a great job with recruiting. They travel all over the Southeast and get highlights on these big recruits, get great interviews. It's a top-notch media organization, and I was just super glad I was able to get that done, and I think y'all will really enjoy that content. Vol Advocate said, hey, Catfish and Billy, I'd love for a miracle to happen for us this week against, I think he meant UGA. Go Catfish and Billy and go Vols. That's right, Danny. Appreciate you. Um, yeah, Shane, I needed the money for betting. You dang right. Spider Rico, Ryan says. Oh, man.
Oh, man. Oh, Bobby, this is gonna be nice, man. I hope it do happen. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be. Hold on, what Ryan said? Ryan said Kevin's gonna be at the tap out tip. Now we didn't even bet the push-ups, Ryan, because you was afraid. You was
Yeah.
afraid to bet the push-ups. But I'll still do something for you, though, Ryan, just because you asked. I'm gonna do three, because that's all
He
we
he
scored
did
with 3 points.
he did come out after the game. See,
Of
that's
course.
pretty chicken of him.
Well,
Yeah,
of
he came out
course, you
after
know
the game
that.
because he was nervous. He didn't want to come out there during the game or before the game. He didn't want to have to get run out of there.
Oh man, but hey, it's all good though. Hey, I'm a good sport, man. I'm a man of my word. Even though you didn't say you wanted to do it because you were afraid. I don't know why, but I was just talking. But I still would do push-ups. I still don't know how many push-ups I got to do, but let me know so I can start training right now.
Well, if you owe him anything, I took care of it because I provided him pizza after the game. I gave him some of my pizza, so it's paid in full.
You see what Slim
Um,
Moses said there?
yeah, definitely. My boy Billy would have could squash Ryan like a grape. Bulldog Freakazoid Vols need to be spotted 2 touchdowns. That's being generous. Hey, Joey Wright keeps saying something about Auburn is going to destroy Florida. I saw that. Auburn's favored by 3. I think Auburn's going to beat Florida by more than 3. I hate to say it, Ryan, but I just think I know it's at the swamp. I'm not going to touch it because I don't have any money left, and I want to be able to do a Bet Now show next week. So I got to leave a little bit in there. Man, next week's going to be pathetic. Will they let you make a bet under $1?
Oh man, what's
I don't know.
you win at least that first one, man. I think Cincinnati's gonna beat Central Florida, man. I really do. I really do,
All right,
man.
guys. Well, this has been fun. We're back in the saddle. Billy's back 100%. We got a lot of great things for the Volunteer Roadshow. And appreciate y'all. The show was built by fans, for fans, and it belongs to you, the fans. I appreciate y'all checking us out and hanging in there with us. We're going to get out of here. Thanks for tuning in. Go Vols. Golly, I can't even trash talk Georgia right now. That's pretty pathetic when I can't even come up with anything. Let me try this again. Thanks for tuning in. Go Vols. I've got $2 on Tennessee to win, and if I win, man, I'm going to be able to buy me a Rolls Royce with money on that one. So anyway, guys, I promise you that.
Yes, sir.
All right.